I see you hiding up here.
Oh. You know what? Somebody commented that I need camo so you can't find me. And I think that was like the comment of the year.
Probably. I'll always find you, honey.
I know you will. You're like a pug finding food. You will never miss a beat.
You're always in the garden. I know where to look.
There's work to be done. This is a mess.
So this is like the throwaway garden.
It is. It sounds so bad. Jax. So anyway.
Pug patrol.
But look at this. This is what happens when you have pugs. They trample. And this catmint, I'm done with the 2-foot catmint. I'm getting only the dwarf ones from now on.
What about pug mint? No, they don't make pug mint.
Look, I'm not sure why, but I was like convinced it was because I had all those little pinholes on every stem. I had like an infestation of them. And I was convinced that they caused my hydrangeas not to bloom. Look at this!
What?
He just peed on my table.
Hey, Jax.
Now you have to go get water before it burns them.
Well,
go get water.
You
have to rinse that.
How do you know he actually peed?
You can be right back. I just saw him lift his leg and it's wet.
So I have to wash it down.
You can be right back and you can go wash off that leaf before it kills my daylily.
All right, folks, I guess we'll be back. There you go. All done.
Thank you. And hopefully it may live and bloom.
So dog pee is not good for plants. Well, I thought it was sterile. I always thought pee was sterile.
Have some. Find out.
Well, all right. So back to the program here.
Well,
what color are these going to be this year? White?
The same color they are every year.
White. Am I right?
And then they fade to pink.
I was about to say that. Would you say most of your plant purchases are impulse buys or no?
Well, sometimes I know what I'm going for and I'll get that. But then I see something like this. And this.
Wait a minute, that's still in a pot.
Yes.
You're hiding plants again.
This is a total impulse buy. And actually that little one over there is a total impulse buy. That's by the step. But look so I have to tell you, I have to show you this because this is fascinating. I love new varieties of things. And I'll show you why this is so important and so cool.
They hide plants.
This,
just know that. They hide plants.
This plant is the same thing. This is a disaster. I'm even embarrassed to come over here. So anyway, this is called Bronze Peacock. And I found it, and I did not get it on sale. As a matter of fact, I think they charged me double. But I could not resist this. This is like amazing. I am a bad plant mom in this garden. But yeah, so that's what happens here. All right, everybody, take it easy. Go, get. So that's pretty much it. I don't know. What else do you want to talk about? I could ramble forever.
You've been rambling on for a long time.
You're behaving, so.
I can't get a word in with you.
I think Cleo is hiding in the daylilies. Look at her.
They're all waiting to get fed. That's why they're out here.
She's hiding.
Yeah. And Jax is going to run in there for the ambush.
And come here, Cleo.
And you're going to scream.
Come here.
Get out of the garden.
I know. I need fencing. I need deer fencing. I need pug fencing. Look at this.
Planting with pugs.
Oh, my babies.
Would you like to really tell the story about this back patio and how it all started with a free table from your friend? A free table has cost me about 10 grand. Am I correct?
Well, it didn't really cost you. I used my money, but yes.
We're married. It's our money.
My money is my money and your money is my money.
Yeah, it's funny how it becomes your money when you want to buy something. But yeah, when it comes to paying bills, it's my money, isn't it?
I'm not having this conversation on a beautiful Sunday morning. If you want to join me for what I'm enjoying out here, fine. But I'm not talking money. I'm not talking anything. I'm talking beautiful. Listen, birds chirping.
Listen, we have like running water.
I mean, it's like a babbling brook. It's just a nice, tranquil sound when you're out here trying to enjoy your Sunday morning.
Sounds like a men's restroom. What do you think?
I think you're ruining my morning.
What about the bench over here? The one that I broke my back on.
Well, maybe you could tell about it then. Being you had such a macho experience with it.
It wasn't a macho experience.
It's heavy.
Yeah.
It's like, it's in 3 pieces, but it is heavy. I am barely able to carry the other side with you.
I got the heavy end. The whole thing.
It's heavy. I can't tell you what that costs.
You can, but you won't.
Correct.
How about this? Is it safe to say that this free table costs us about 10 grand?
Mm-mm.
More?
Oh wait, including the patio?
Well, yeah.
Right now we're probably about 12,000.
12,000?
The umbrella's new.
What a deal. Yeah. Are we done? Like, is this good? Like,
Pretty much.
what if I said maybe a big screen TV, like right on that wall right there?
I just divorced you.
Well, what, no, wait a minute now. Hold on. What's wrong with putting a big screen TV
outside.
up there? Yeah, but hey, I'll put a little roof over top of it.
Oh
Sit
yes,
out here.
because that would definitely cozy up this room.
Sit out here.
You're missing the point.
Watch some ball games. Turn this into the Prince's Palace back here. What do you
You're
think?
missing the point, and this is not your room, it's my room.
See, that's what I mean. Yeah, it's funny how things change. I got this
Well,
little...
let me enjoy my morning.
I have a man cave downstairs. It's called the laundry room.
I don't want your banter with me today. I want to enjoy my garden. The hydrangeas have clusters of buds. I have spider mites on them. I have spider mites on my tree peony, so it's a little frustrating. I kind of have to go snip off some leaves and drown them. And my ruby spiders are going off. Look at the size of this flower. Is that not like, that's like rich velvet red with beautiful bright yellow center. And this, I know red and yellow doesn't quite like match this garden, but they're so pretty and so massive that, look at all the buds. I mean, when this goes off, this will be like the focal point of the garden for like at least 2 weeks. But I can't help it because it's so pretty.
Is it possible the ruby spider gave you spider mites?
No. Boy, you are just so clever, aren't you? Sort of pruning where you need to prune, but it's very low maintenance, this garden. You would think it's a high maintenance garden. Not at all. So,
I don't know. I feel like I've done an awful lot of maintenance in there.
what? Doing what?
Weeding it.
Weeding it?
Yeah,
This garden hardly ever needs to be weeded.
that's because I've been doing it.
Oh, well, what do I know?
Just haven't, bragged about it.
Oh yeah, 'cause that's a big bragging point.
I don't need people to know all the stuff I do around here.
Today, I found Pugster Blue. It's a dwarf butterfly bush. It only gets 2 feet tall by 2 feet wide. Look how thick the blooms are, and they smell good.
What do you mean you found it?
Well,
Where did you find it?
at the nursery. I went with my friend because she needed something, and I found it too.
How many plants did you buy today?
Just 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 beautiful. I would never have purchased them if I didn't need them plants.
I thought the garden looked a little different today.
Oh, you did not.
Yes, I did.
You don't even notice. And then the catmint that I took out for the Pugster Blue butterfly bush is right there. I did hack the tops off. It's not pouting. I did dig out a big enough root ball where it shouldn't be disturbed that much.
This pug looks like it's pouting over here.
Yeah, that's my Cleo girl.
What do you think, Cleo, of this Pugster Blue over here? Not impressed.
I know. I did break a branch off. I was chasing Japanese beetles and I almost cried. Come here, I'll show you. So I went to grab this, and this is on a hill, so I'm like, just tall enough on the slope to like reach over. And I was taking this and I pulled it down a little bit. I'm not going to do it again because I know it'll happen. And the weight with the water on it, this whole branch, look at this. The whole top branch that was going straight up broke off and I about died. I almost it was so sad.
Did the beetle live?
Oh, I was on a mission. I think I got every beetle that day.
I went around. I was really mad because they all congregated at the top. And it was annoying. And I'm like, oh, you know what? They think they're hiding up there because I'm short. And I'm like, and I pulled it this way and the whole thing just bent. And I'm like, no. And it didn't stand back up. So I was pretty angry with myself. But luckily there's enough branches on there to make it look decent still. And who knows, sometimes pruning helps rejuvenation, right? So I'm not gonna focus on that, but that was a really hard day for me. And then of course we just did the 4th of July update for this garden.
Watch out for the mower. We don't need you to break that.
Because you wouldn't even know this guy is there, but he's under there. See? And they're bright red. They're pretty, but they're pretty destructive too. So on the underneath, oh, here's perfect. So this is what you have to look for. Little red tiny jelly beans. You just squish them like that.
Yeah.
No more babies.
Are you kidding me?
It's a little brutal, but if that's like organically managing pests. I don't really have a conscience when it comes to Japanese beetles or red lily beetles. I do think they're pretty. That's about it. They're pretty and pretty destructive.
So if you weren't murdering all these bugs, these lily beetle, they'd be done?
Correct, I wouldn't have them. What'll happen is they'll eat all the leaves back to nothing. The leaves are what absorbs all of the food from the sun. So it feeds the bulb. If you don't have leaves, you can't feed the bulb, and the bulb eventually would just be...
Now, if that bug got smart, though, went up and became a pollinator, would he be a good bug?
He's not a pollinator.
But what if he said, hey, I'm going to identify as a pollinator?
First of all, Japanese beetles will go from flower to flower to flower. They'll eat the petals, and technically they're a pollinator, but I will still squash the hell out of them.
Why? Because they eat the leaf.
Why? Look, hold on, I'll show you why.
So does a butterfly eat a leaf?
No. Butterflies eat nectar. This is why. This is Japanese beetle damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look, another 4. This is what they do. They eat. Look at. They shred. Oh. Ah. Got him.
They crunch.
They shred. Look at. They mate hanging off of grape leaves. So they make this look crappy, and the less leaf you have, the less it feeds the plant. Ew!
Ew, this is getting a little too graphic for National Geographic here, honey.
I hate the way they feel.
I would too. What are you doing?
I'm drowning them. I'm putting them in the trap, and then I'm drowning them. Look, I emptied the trap already. Hold on, Emma. I emptied the trap already, and we drowned them.
Oh my goodness.
So we have one round that's already dead. It's Japanese beetle soup. It's a delicacy in certain countries, I guarantee it. But anyway, I'm gonna go empty this, but that's what happens. So the difference between, look at this leaf. This is what Japanese beetles and red lily beetles do to the plant. This is not healthy for a plant. This is, I don't care if you're pollinating or not, you're destructive. And plus, look at this, Japanese beetles, there's so many, you'll never get them all. Look at this. But if you do this and you just, they'll fall, and they'll fall right in if you hold the bowl underneath.
I don't know, it looks like they're getting the best of you though.
Well, because I'm not out here 24 hours a day.
It's a little tragic.
I'm scared. Not to me. No. What's tragic is working hard to have this so they can come in and make your stuff look like this. That's tragic.
You're still beautiful, honey.
I got my hair highlighted today, although you wouldn't tell because it's been a sweaty, hot day so far. But this feels great. Ooh!
So listen, Blake, it's okay to kill these bugs. Just don't get mad if I ever bug you. Excuse me? I would never want to embarrass my wife on film.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I want you to show this garden because I think it looks beautiful.
Yeah, but you aren't a gardener and you don't work on it, and it is not beautiful. All right. So I tried revamping this last year, which I do to all the gardens kind of. And it's got big gaping holes where, you know, things didn't bloom or they're too crowded, and it's just a freaking mess. So
it looks fabulous.
to you, not to me.
Well, come on. It's called trial and error.
Yes.
You deal with it.
Many errors in this garden.
You married me. You should be used to this by now.
Big errors happen. I can
Yeah.
tell you.
Big trials and
Oh.
tribulations.
You would never be a big error.
Excuse-
A little error.
Yeah. Works both ways, sweetie
Oh,
pie.
I know. Trust me. If you had any idea that all of this would be in your yard in 10 years.
I'm starting to, you're starting to grow on me, honey.
Like a fungus or like
Well,
a flower bud?
it all depends where the fungus is growing, but
That pink cotton candy looking kind of plant is a meadow rue. Whoa, is that a chopper?
they're coming to get shots of your garden. It's TMZ.
TMZ.
Wow.
Where is
It's awful loud. Well, they're probably seeing if you're growing some illegal plants in here.
Oh, it's cool. It's huge. That's an airlift. It gives me goosebumps. That means somebody's being airlifted.
Well,
That's sad. I hope they're okay.
hopefully they got a
gives me
chance to
goosebumps.
check out your garden.
You saw that, right? It's got it's like a medical chopper. Did you see that, Emma? You missed it. It was a big chopper, but we got it on film thanks to Daddy, I think.
Yes, we
you?
did.
Okay, in a minute we'll show you.
We thought they were plant peepers, but it
Yes.
wasn't.
And some are already open, and they're all this rainbow blue, pink, purple color.
So what is
Kinda
the
cool.
color supposed to be?
It's supposed to be dependent on your acidity in your soil. So blue is sort of acidic, and pink is alkaline. And my hydrangeas are completely confused because I have both. So I don't know.
So what if you planted a few Rolaids next to it? You think we could change the color?
Oh God, really?
Have you tried it? Maybe throw an antacid in
No.
the soil?
No.
Maybe we should.
I know what to do to change the color, but I kind of like that multi pink and blue. It's kind of unique, and I like that this hedge is kind of filling in.
So those tiny little dots, they're gonna turn into flowers or they're done?
Some of them open and some of them don't. They're all supposed to open, but some don't. They're little buds. And look at some of these are actually little flower buds that already opened. It's crazy. So some of these are like the non-sterile. The bigger petaled blooms are like non-sterile or sterile. Sorry.
It's pretty
Non-sterile.
confused. Doesn't really know
It's
what it
confused like
wants
me
to
right
do.
now. Yes. But you know what? Confused plants mean rainbow color blooms. Oh, I've neglected this. Now check this out. So this guy kind of gets neglected. He's got some green. I think this is chlorosis going on. I'm gonna have to like feed him a little.
Chlorosis?
Chlorosis. I think it's an iron deficiency. Usually when you see this yellow with the green veining, it needs a little iron, but with all the water, I think that would probably make sense.
Maybe a one-a-day tablet
Yeah.
would help?
Oh, one a day, yes. You're learning a lot.
Hey!
Yeah. This is Pinky Winky. Look at, oh my God, look at the size of this bloom. Isn't that massive?
So
This is the one the deer ate that I didn't really even get blooms
where's
on
the
last
pink?
year. Look at this.
What is that?
A weed.
My God!
Yes, this is what happens when you're not happy with the way a garden looks and you kind of just leave it alone. You get massive weeds. You think my weeding is easy here?
Somebody's been neglecting their duties.
Because this garden's a mess. But anyway, so this is Pinky Winky.
So-
nice big panicles.
Why is it white?
All hydrangeas are white.
Then why wouldn't they call it whitey tighty?
Oh, jeez. I should know when you're going to
well,
set me up for that.
If you're gonna call it Pinky Winky, shouldn't it be pink?
It turns pink after it turns white, just like the other ones. This, my friend, is a zucchini. It's actually a Tromboncino, is what it's called. So, I planted this thing. Look at how many of these things are growing. Actually, there's another one ready back there. Holy cow, that one's probably bigger than this one. It's crazy. I'm actually hoping that this plant goes up and over the arbor. But anyway, so if you plant it where these hang down, they grow straight and long and like I mean, that's got to be what, 2 feet? But if you let it sprawl on the ground, they actually circle and spiral like a trombone. So we're getting the straight version because it's going up a 6-foot trellis and now it's sort of draping over. So I thought this was cool. It's the first year that I'm trying these, but they kind of intrigued me.
How come I've never heard of a trombone until today?
You know what? A tromboncini. It's like zucchini. But I mean, it's slender, so it's not seedy. I'm gonna slice it in half and then in half the other way, and I'm gonna put it on the grill. We're gonna have it tonight, baby.
Is this why you've been spending late nights in the garden?
No, I'll tell you what.
Hanging out with Tromboni?
This is, seriously. I mean, who hybridized this?
Is it possible to be jealous of a plant?
For you, yes. Absolutely.
I am.
Absolutely.
Time to cook
guess
that
what?
thing.
There's a few more in there, so.
Yeah, well, I won't feel bad when you chop that thing up and put it on the grill.
I know, only you. Only
Yeah.
you.
Don't strain yourself, Otis. So do you get sore after a day of gardening? I know you're sore at me right now, but do you get sore like physically, your body? This is like the behind the scenes that people don't get to see me doing. She's reenacting what I did earlier today. She's not digging as big of a hole as I did, but I better shut up or I will be digging a hole I probably can't get out of.
I needed something purple there, so I'm looking forward to seeing that fill in. Are you being a maniac? Are you being a maniac?
Every time the camera goes on, he has to show off.
He is. So obviously this is the Echinacea purpurea. This is the old standby. These down here, the shorter versions, are Powwow Wildberry, which I highly recommend. And then we have sedum, Autumn Charm, and this was Autumn Charm, but see how it lost its variegation? That sometimes happens. See, this is starting to do it too.
So what do you mean it was?
So it did have this white edge on the leaf. This is a variegated. They bred it from this one. I'm assuming this was Autumn Joy. But it loses, sometimes they revert back and just lose the variegation. So.
Excuse me. We're trying to make a video here. Beat it. Thank you.
That actually worked. Oh, because he's choking on a bug. I hope it was a Japanese beetle. So anyway, Sangarita, sombrero, coneflower. See, even when it fades, like this is how bright they come out, and then they fade to this dark burgundy. I mean, it's still beautiful. I didn't even have to deadhead that because the flowers looked ugly. It's just like beautiful. He is a maniac. These are the double. I can't do anything with these guys in the background. Like,
It's
look at
fine.
them. Look at them.
Can we stop? This is not the pug cage match. Yes, this is what we deal with. I'm surprised they haven't destroyed the gardens at this point.
Jack's has. As a matter of fact, we're going to get to a few piles of Jack's stuff over here. And it's literally, I can't wait because it's right on the front of the garden. So I can't wait for you to stop and pick it up.
Yeah, I
If he
can't.
doesn't take you out and break your leg in the meantime.
It smells like deer fence.
Yes. Oh, no. Actually, I'd prefer deer fence. These are a stunning, stunning daylily. They're a spider form lily. Seriously?
Hey, adds a little excitement.
I don't know. I'm losing my patience with him. Let's see. This is just regular old catmint.
Pugster blue.
That Pugster blue. Remember, I was all excited about
Yeah,
that.
it looked great.
Yeah. It does. I have to deadhead those off, and there's more buds coming. But I have to say, the buds, the longevity of the color of the buds, a little low in the books.
The Pugster plant blue, folks.
Yeah. So look at this is Pugster brown. Would you
Well,
like
we
to
don't
see
want to
it?
show Pugster brown.
Yeah. Let's show Pugster brown.
Well-
this is retarded. Like, I can't stand this. The
We-
dog has to poop.
At least he crapped on the side.
Where does he normally poop?
He usually poops on top of a plant.
Correct. Oh, God.
You stepped in it.
It smelled and now it's on my
Well, at least you didn't kneel in it.
You come clean this up and turn that stupid camera off.
What?
Come clean it up off my shoe.
Why? How am I supposed to clean?
You bend down.
How am I supposed to clean it up off your shoe? Jax,
I just need my clippers.
how do you know it's not Cleo's crap?
I know, because Jax always sits up right in the middle of the clump of whatever it is.
Looks like you're going to get a free pass, Cleo.
No, he doesn't just crap in the garden. He craps on top of my plants like an idiot.
Well, is he supposed to crap on the bottom of your plants?
No, he's not supposed to crap. Normal dogs crap where there's nothing.
Well, he's not a normal dog. He's a special dog.
No, he's not special. He does it to piss me off.
He knows you're talking about him.
Sure.
Jax, the evidence is here. DNA evidence and eyewitnesses caught you crapping in the shade garden. What do you have to say for yourself? Yeah.
It's not a shit garden. It's a shade garden.
Guilty as charged.
It's disgusting. Our pug has problems. He needs therapy.
Well,
He has to poop up on top, so his butt is on top of a plant, and then I have to like scoop it off the plant without harming the plant, and then trying to like convince the plant, no, it's okay, he won't do that again. It's like everybody needs therapy after that happens. Disgusting. So these are the cardinal flower. These are going to bloom red. That's a big hummingbird plant. That is going to be spikes of red. And this year, it's so crammed because I don't stake those, and they need to be staked unless you have so many plants that they all hold each other up. That's what's working for this time.
so does that even get like blooming now, or that's a fall bloomer, right?
Yeah, it's cut. Well, see, it's buds. It's just starting. The buds are just starting now to color up. So it's gonna come over in the next few weeks. This will be out bright red, which I can't wait.
I want to get. Oh, well, how am I supposed to get a
Oh,
shot? I just stepped in the pug poop.
Yeah, and you're dragging it all over the lawn.
Well,
This is karma right here.
yeah.
This is karma. This is when you think that I'm hollering at your dog, and I'm like, no, he's really frustrating me.
I think you set me up
Is
to
he
go
really?
over and try to get a close-up of that stupid plant.
Only you. Only
Ah.
you. If I stepped in it, you'd be cleaning my shoe.
There's pollinators and then there's poopinators.
Yeah, he's a big one.
And that reeks. It smells worse than deer fence.
I know. Actually, maybe. that
Maybe
would
we should
actually
bottle it and you can
contribute.
spray it all over the place.
So anyway, that's cardinal flower or lobelia. Black-eyed Susans. It's a good filler plant. They spread. I actually yank these back like 2 feet every year, and look at how far in they go.
Do you know how they got their name?
Black-eyed Susan,
Yeah.
are you gonna enlighten me?
Some woman named Susan bought too many flowers and she got a black eye from her husband.
Sounds fun.
So they named the flower after her, Black-Eyed Susan.
How long did it take you to come up with that?
That was just right out of the
It's just amazing.
great mind of your husband, quickly.
What if it's a brown-eyed Susan?
Well, that would be a different story.
I don't even want to know. I don't want to know. This garden is a decade old, and it gets reworked, and it always looks good. I just love it. It's like my pride and joy. Really. I love it.
What about me?
Sometimes. You have your moments. Especially when you step in dog poop that your dog decided to drop in my garden.
The dog that you got me decided
Yes.
to
Jax,
crap in the garden.
you're just the best.
I love him.
Oh, now if we could just pick up where we left off, or where you left off, go ahead, have at it.
Puppy power activate. Shape of a pug. Form of pug poop. All right, honey. Thanks for the tour.
No problem.
Love it.